Hello friends. Equitas Small Finance Bank is second largest small finance bank in terms of asset under management. In this video, we will look at the IPO details and analyze the prospectus filed by Equitas Small Finance Bank. As per the DRHP, Equitas will be raising 2,800 million rupees via fresh issue, and the promoters, the Equitas Holding, will be selling 72 crore shares via offer for sale route. Of this 72 crore shares being offered via OFS route, 510 million worth shares is reserved for the shareholders of Equitas Holding, and another 10 million rupees worth share is reserved for the employees. The IPO issue will open on 20th October and closes on 22nd October. The price band for the IPO is fixed at 32 rupees to 33 rupees. The minimum lot size for the IPO is 450 shares. The retail has 35% allocation to this issue. Now let's look at the business model of Equitas Small Finance Bank. The Equitas Small Finance Bank is the largest small finance bank in terms of the number of banking outlets. Equitas has 854 banking outlets and over 35 lakh customers. Equitas Small Finance Bank is also second largest small finance bank in terms of asset under management. Equitas has a loan book of over 1.5 million rupees as on March 2020. Since getting the banking license, the Equitas shifted focus from the microfinance loans to the two other products. Now Equitas have a very diversified loan book. Small business loan including housing finance and loan against property is largest with 41% of the loan book, followed by the microfinance and vehicle finance loan with 24% share each, and remaining is MSE finance, corporate loans and others. As on March 2020, 75% of gross loan is secured loans. The bank is very well capitalized with capital adequacy ratio of 23.61% and Tier 1 capital is at 22.44%. The fresh IPO proceeds will help to improve this ratio even further. Comparing with the peers, AU Small Finance Bank is the largest small finance bank in terms of asset under management, and all small finance bank except Jana had seen a very good AUM growth for the period 2017 to 2020. Equitas has second largest deposits and deposit is near 67% of total borrowing. CASA is at 21.44% of total deposits. CASA to total deposit ratio is also the second highest among the small finance bank. Equitas has highest number of banking branches within the small finance banks. Comparing the product mix with other small finance bank, Equitas has diversified its loan book much faster pace compared to other microfinance institutions which got banking license. AU and Capital Small Finance Bank do not have any microfinance loans, as AU was an NBFC focused on vehicle finance and MSME, and Capital Small Finance Bank was a local area bank. Coming to the profitability, the yield is at 19.1% and net interest margin NIM is at 9.7%. While this is very good, this is still lower than the peers such as Fincare, Jana, ESAF, as these small finance banks have a high share of microfinance loans. AU and Capital Small Finance Bank has lower yield and NIMs as they do not have a microfinance loans. The cost of borrowing is at 8%, which is only higher than AU Small Finance Bank and Capital Small Finance Bank. OPEX is at 6.7% and cost to income is at 66.3%. We will look at the 3-year trend of all these key ratios later in this video. Coming to the asset quality, the provisions coverage ratio is at 45.2%, which is lowest among the small finance bank. Gross NPA is also very high among the small finance bank. The credit cost is at 1.9%, which is lower than other small finance bank. ROE is at 9.8% and ROA is at 1.4%. Now comparing the 3-year trend, of key ratios, the total income has grown 27% CAGR for the period 2018 to 2020. The total income grew from 11,017 million to 17,777 million. The net interest income grew from 8,605 million to 14,953 million in the same period, which is a growth of 31.8% CAGR. The other income grew from 2,412 to 2,284 million in 2020. The other income is now 16% of total income. The net profit has also seen a very good growth in this period. The return on asset has improved from 0.3% in 2018 to 1.39% in 2020. The return on equity has also improved from 1.57% to 9.84% in 2020. The net interest margin improved from 9.02% to 9.11% in 2020. The spread declined from 12.11 to 10.93% as the bank is reducing the microfinance exposure. The credit cost also improved from 2.65% to 1.93%. Gross NPA is at 2.72 versus 2.68%. The bank is also focused on building long-term fee income franchise. Bank distribute various products from asset management companies and insurance companies. So I will do another video comparing the valuations and the moratorium books, etc. So do subscribe. Thank you for watching.